Hey, I'm Holly Ann. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to bring you pretty much the last installment of my eyeshadow inventory from my inventory series. And I'm super excited, but before I get started, you guys know I always have to go off on a tangent about something before I get started. When I did my MAC eyeshadow inventory, I missed one. So my numbers were skewed by one. It was 156, not 155. I was like getting all my single eyeshadows ready, and I found this guy. This is a Spellbinder eyeshadow from Holiday 2019, and I just forgot to mention it. And then my numbers for my cream eyeshadows were also skewed. Technically, they were like pretty skewed because I have some Rowan shadows, but I'm going to count those in this inventory, but this one should actually be with my cream eyeshadows, and it is a Bite Multiple in Oyster Pearl. So I forgot to mention that. So I said my number was 79, and then while I was doing it, I was like, no, my number is 78, but it is 79. I was right the first time. So I had to get that out of the way. So today we're going to do singles, duos, trios, and quads that were not MAC. I've already done my large palettes and my MAC eyeshadow collection and my cream eyeshadows. So if you guys have not watched those, I would definitely recommend watching those if these are types of videos you like to see. And I will say this, when I do my updated inventory, probably 6 months from now, obviously I'm not going to do it in this format. I will do it in a totally different format because I don't want to bore you guys. But this is how I like to watch inventories, so I'm hoping that you guys do too. So I'm going to go ahead and start as quickly as possible because this is going to be a long video. By the way, the number for this is 153. So whether that's a single in a pan, a quad, a duo, a trio, the total number of products is 153. It's ridiculous, and I know. These are the 3 palettes that hold my single pan eyeshadows that are not MAC. And I'm actually really proud of this because this probably used to be double, if not more. Long ago, I decluttered a lot of my single eyeshadows that were not MAC, and this is what I kept out of it. And I'm very proud of that. So, to start, this is a little ColourPop palette, and it holds 12 of my singles. And I will run through the names as quickly as I possibly can. So this is ColourPop Gemini, or the Gemini. This came out of a, what was it, Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, and I don't know the name. So when I come across those, I didn't keep the whole palette. I just kept like, I think 5 or 6 shades from it. So I'll just tell you it's Colored Rain. So that's Colored Rain. This is ABH Pink Champagne, Colored Rain. This is Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, ABH Metal, Colored Rain, Colored Rain. Urban Decay Verve, Urban Decay Suspect, Urban Decay YDK, and Urban Decay, oh my god, that's a tongue twister, Urban Decay Diamond Dog, the Moondust shadow. Next, this guy is my focus palette for the month in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. I will pretty much link the other 2 or other 3 eyeshadow inventories and my Pan Those Eyeshadows since I've mentioned them. So this holds a few more singles. This is Urban Decay Tonic. These 4 singles right here are all Arden CN. I don't know if Arden CN is actually still in existence because when I bought these were like 60 or 70% off. I got them because I remember once upon a time Jaclyn Hill mentioning this shadow right here and I fell in love with it. So I purchased 4 of the shades. So this one is Heaven, this is Rose Gold, this is Orchid, and this is Hell. Then right here we have Urban Decay Roach, This is Urban Decay Lost, Makeup Geek Pillow Talk, ColourPop Nectar, ColourPop Glass Bowl, ColourPop Earthshine, and ColourPop Mr. Sandman. I'm pretty sure this whole row is also ColourPop. So we have the Scorpio, Call You Mine, Dragonfly, Ringer, what is this guy? Sugar Sugar. I don't know. Oh, that's the Cancer from the astrology, you know what I'm saying. This is High Strung. This one, I actually don't know the name of this one. This is The Vibes. This one is Snake Eyes. And then these three shadows right here came out of the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. So this one is Glitz, Tencel, and I don't remember this one. I'm sorry, I don't remember it. To be fair, you can't get that palette anymore. All right, next up, this is the one that I'm gonna struggle with a lot. So, up in this section, we have Lancome eyeshadows. Now, most of these came out of a Lancome palette. I just depotted it and kept the ones that I wanted, so I count them as singles. The only two that I know the names of, though, are this one and this one because they were actually singles, and this is All That Glistens, and that's All That Glitters. And yes, it is very similar to MAC All That Glitters. Okay, so this is where things are going to get complicated. I'm going to try my best to remember all of the names of everything in here. This is basically a matte palette with like 4 shimmers on the side. I use this a lot on brides when I do weddings. I rarely ever touch this on my own, but I do sometimes. So, Makeup Geek Confection. This, I think that's another one that came from Colored Rain. This one here is, oh goodness. Oh goodness. No, I'm sorry. No. That's ColourPop Labyrinth. This one is Colored Rain. This is Makeup Geek Tuscan Sun. This one up here is Wake Up Call from ColourPop. This one is also ColourPop. This is Zing. This one is ColourPop TBH. And this one down here is Urban Decay Riff. I almost just smacked myself right in the eye. This guy up here is Urban Decay. Why is that so hard for me to say? Urban Decay. Beware. What is that guy? Oh, that's Makeup Geek Tan Lines, ColourPop The Taurus, Makeup Geek Tiki Hut, ColourPop Mambo, ColourPop Top Notch. This one is ColourPop Good Thing, and ColourPop Feathered, which is one of my favorite brown eyeshadows ever. Up here is ColourPop Pretty Please. This one is ColourPop Made to Last, Makeup Geek Cabin Fever, and ColourPop Finesse. Then over here is ColourPop Chic Happens, Makeup Geek Vintage, ColourPop ICU, Makeup Geek Americano, ColourPop Monarch, ColourPop Friendly, ColourPop KK. This one is from the Colored Rain palette. Up here is ColourPop Sidetracked, Urban Decay Last Call, Makeup Geek Homecoming, and Makeup Geek Lucky Penny. I did it, kind of. Okay, so now that that's over, now we're going to move on to duos. No, I'm sorry. We're going to continue on with singles because I do have a few, like a handful of single eyeshadows in like normal packaging. So this, as you guys know, is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. This is Estee Lauder and Victoria Beckham Bitter Clove. I really love this eyeshadow. It's one of my favorite eyeshadows that I own. Next up, I have a Tom Ford single in Body Double. And it's like a champagne, like a rosy champagne color. It's beautiful. It's the only Tom Ford single that I own. I would much rather buy the quads if I'm going to buy Tom Ford eyeshadows. You get more bang for your buck that way. Then I have two L'Oreal singles. One is Amber Rush and one is Bronzed Taupe. They're two of the most popular ones, and these are actually newer. These are not like super old ones. I repurchased them about a year ago. This is Urban Decay Space Cowboy Moondust eyeshadow. This looks really great over Tom Ford Platinum cream eyeshadow. It looks so pretty. Then I have another Moondust in Solstice. And I suppose we'll keep up with the theme of those like topper shades. I have two from Topshop. One of my friends, her fiance lives in the UK and she just recently moved there. But when she went to visit him before she moved there for their wedding, obviously, and to live there, she brought these back for me, and they are the two Topshop like duochrome eyeshadows. This one is Wax and Wane, and this one is Evolve. I don't know if you can get these online, but if you can, they're so beautiful. And I think they were like $7 or something. This is a L'Oreal Crushed Foil, and I do not hear people talk about these. This is such a beautiful eyeshadow, and it is in Diamond Dust. I just think that this is amazing. It looks good over any eye look. Okay, and then I have three ColourPop Super Shocks. If you guys saw my declutter, then you would know that I got rid of 4 of them. I only ever had 7, and I don't think I would ever buy another one. But this is Paisley, Millionaire, and I Heart This. I'm running out of room. Okay, then I have a Rowan single in Disco Eye Universal. That's just what it's called, Disco Eye Universal. And that's what this one looks like. Then I have one pigment from Makeup Geek, this old school pigment in Utopia. Who remembers this? Oh my god, this was like the jam back in the day, and it still works great. Like, Makeup Geek eyeshadows have held up a long time. Like, they still work like a charm. Okay, then I have one Burberry eyeshadow, and it's Pale Barley, another cult classic. I don't love it as much as I thought I would, to be honest, but it's still pretty. Then I have two of these Nars Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have Regal and Cassiopeia, which is like a duochrome color. It's quite beautiful. I don't use it very much, but it's still very pretty. And then I have 5 Nars single eyeshadows. So we have Outer Limits. This one was also a very coveted eyeshadow a long time ago. We have, what is this one? I can't open it. My hands are full. Okay, this is Stud. This one is Galapagos, another cult classic. This is probably the prettiest chocolate brown single eyeshadow ever. Then we have Pygar, which I'm pretty sure this is in the Kawaii Duo. Comes with that in like a purpley color. And then I have Earthshine. This one is so beautiful. This and that L'Oreal foil, like crushed foil, looks so pretty together. I can't get enough. And then the last single is a Marc Jacobs sequin eyeshadow in Smash Glitz. I love wearing this with my Modern Renaissance palette. It just adds something so special to it. Okay, now we'll get into duos. So basically I have one Estee Lauder duo and the rest of my duos are all Nars and I think one Kevin Aquan. So this is Nude and Cobalt Blue. That's literally what they're called in this Victoria Beckham duo from Estee Lauder. And I love this. I actually got this by mistake. So quick story. I had ordered Bitter Clove from somebody on Poshmark and they sent me this. And I was not happy, and then I was like, but that's actually a really pretty duo, so I'm not going to bother shipping it back and waiting for my refund, whatever. I just kept it. No big deal. Then I went on eBay and found Bitter Clove for cheaper. So it ended up working out. I got 2 shadows for more expensive and then the single for cheaper than the single was going to be for the duo. And I like how that turned out for me. Turned out great for me. Loved it. Okay. Okay, this palette holds the rest of my duos, which are basically all Nars, but I'll start with my one Kevin Aquan. Now, there are, I think, 3 or 4 that I just don't remember the name of. I'll do my best. So this right here is Kevin Aquan Silvered Lilac and Blood Roses. It's clearly very cracked, so I have to be very careful. Like, a couple of these are cracked. Depotting Nars shadows is horribly inconvenient, if I'm being honest, but I love them. I love them all. So I know that this one is Alhambra, this one is Silk Road, Kalahari, Thessalonique. I think I pronounced that right. Don't quote me. I think that's Thessalonique. This one is Cordura. This one is Charade. These 2 both came from the Sarah Moon collection a couple years back. I just don't remember the name of them. I don't remember the name of this one either. This one is Habanera. This one is Chiang Mai. If I butchered that, I'm genuinely sorry. I even looked up how to pronounce it so that I would do it right, because I know how obnoxious it is when people don't even try to attempt to pronounce things right. But I think Chiang Mai is right. And then this one is Old Church Street, which is also in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. And I have it on today, except I don't have the green on. I just have this one. And then this one is Surabaya. I love my Nars duos. I just love Nars eyeshadows. Nars and MAC eyeshadows, hands down, favorite eyeshadows ever. Okay, so now we're going to do trios. And I have 3 trios, all of which are Kaja stacks. So I have Glowing Guava, which is really pretty. It has a matte, a shimmer, and another matte. This one's really pretty. I don't hear many people talk about that one. And then, of course, I have Rosewater, which I think is probably the most popular one. It's got 3 shimmers in it. That shade is so beautiful. And then like a more cranberry color. This reminds me a lot of Star Violet from MAC. Okay, and then I have Toasted Caramel. This one's not my favorite. I've considered actually selling this one because I've only used it once. I don't know though. But that's what those are. And then the exciting part, we're going to move into all of my quads. Give me 1 second to get situated. So now we're going to quickly run through my quads. We'll start with the drugstore and then we'll do the luxury, because that seems to be all I have. I don't really have any like mid-range quads. I just have drugstore or luxury. Nope, that's a lie. I have 2 mid-range ones. So this is a Wet n Wild quad. I actually depotted it and put it into an ABH quad because the packaging on these quads was horrible. They fell apart so easily. But this is 2 different quads from this collection from Wet n Wild, and I kept 2 shades from each one because I didn't like the other ones. All right. Then I have 2 e.l.f. bite-size quads, and I really like these. This one is Truffle, and this one is Rosewater. If you give me any makeup product called Rosewater or Oyster Pearl, I will probably like it. Because I have multiple things in my collection called that. Okay. Oh my. So, I already told you guys the story about me finding a massive stack of these Maybelline Eye Studio Quad palettes on Poshmark. I got this entire stack for $25. This is literally $180 worth of eyeshadow. I'm not kidding. They were all brand new and sealed. I already told that story, but in case you've made it this far and didn't watch my declutter video, now you know. I literally paid $25 for all of this, and that just blows my friggin' mind because Maybelline eyeshadows are hands down, in my opinion, specifically these quads, are the best drugstore eyeshadows you can get. They remind me a lot of MAC eyeshadows. I don't know what it is about them, but they do. Okay, so names of all of these are kind of rubbed off. Okay, we're gonna try Striking Blue, Legendary Lilac. I actually have two of these. I think she accidentally sent me two. I don't think she meant to, but I have two of them. Then this one is, ooh, this one's my favorite. This is Shredded Suede, and I love this because before these mustard eyeshadows were a thing, Maybelline did it. Everybody remembers MAC Uninterrupted, but I'm positive that this was released before Uninterrupted ever was. This is such a good quad. If you can find this on Amazon, of everything I'm going to show you, this one's the best one in my opinion. I love them all, but that's the best one. Okay, this one is, what are you? Take It Off. This is a really great smoky eye quad. Okay, there's the second Legendary Lilac. This one I haven't opened. This one is Natural something, Natural Shock maybe? I can barely read, like literally the labels are so worn because they've been rummaging around in one of my drawers. What is this guy? Fall Temptation? Yes. Right? Yes. Ooh, this one's a really good one. This one is Sunset Seduction. This is a good one. That taupe, oh, beautiful. If you're still as obsessed with taupe eyeshadow as I have been for 10 years, that's a really good one. Okay, this one is, what are you? Taupe Tease. Another good one. This makes a great glam eye. I know this one like the back of my hand. This is Mad for Mauve. This is actually what caused me to find this set. I was looking for this particular one because I wanted that green back in my life because I had owned this one before and I was hunting for it on Mercari and I found the whole set. Sometimes cool things like that happen because I probably would have paid 20 bucks for this if I'm being honest. Okay, this one is Violet Femme. Yeah, Violet Femme. That one looks really good on brown and green eyes. This one is Copper something. That, like, you see, that's what's happening. The stickers are rubbing off. Something Copper. Barrett something. Barrett Buff. This one is okay. It's pretty for like an everyday eye look. That one would be really easy to pan, I think. This one is Nude Romance. Yes, Nude Romance. That, look at how pretty that is. Do you see why I like these so much? Like, Maybelline was doing it right when they made these quads. Like, they were doing it right. This one is Taupe Temptation. No, Taupe Temptress. Kind of like Sunset Seduction, except more sexy. And then this one, I know everybody's going to remember this one. This is Irresistibly Ivy. This one was probably the most popular one back in the day. I seriously love having those. Okay, now we're gonna do the two mid-ranged quads that I have, and they're both from Clinique, both classics from Clinique. This one is for wear everywhere. I think this one was limited edition. I love how you guys can always see like the mess going on because of the mirrors. And then this one's pink chocolate. I love this. Believe it or not, I found both of these on Mercari for $8. I can't tell you how much stuff I get off Mercari. It's unreal. Okay, so then I have two Rowan quads. I have the 75 degrees and the 1111. And I will be honest, I think that these are overhyped. Especially, I'm 29 and I will be 29 again in November. Don't get it twisted. If you have remotely aging eyes, you have to be very careful with these. Like, I mean very careful, because they can make your eyelids look kind of crepey. They look great on somebody who's 22. And I don't feel like I'm aging badly, but you gotta be careful with the Rowan. Okay, I have, how many here? 5 Charlotte Tilbury quads. I only paid for 2 of them. I got 3 of these for free. 3 for free. One of which I got from the Beautylish gift card event. I got a $60 gift card, which paid for one of them. And then 2 of them I got as a free gift with purchase from Charlotte Tilbury. That's insane to me. So, this one is Uptown Girl. I love a good cool toned quad. This makes a very classy eye look. There is the Fire Rose quad, which is very coveted right now. I'm really glad that I bought it when I did, because I didn't think it would sell out like it did, but that is her best quad, period, that she's ever made. This is the Pillow Talk Palette of Pops. This is one that I got as a free gift with purchase. This one is the one I got with my Beautylish. This is another luxury palette of pops. And then this is the newest palette of pops, the Dazzling Diamonds. This one's so pretty. Okay, so last, we're gonna move on to my guilty pleasure for the finale here. Please don't judge me, but I have 7 Tom Ford quads. I'm going to tell you now, ain't no way that I would have paid full price for all of these. No way in hell. There is one that I paid full price for, and that is only because I am weak. I am weak, and I didn't want to wait for it to show up on resale app or something, because I was afraid that it would sell out. But I have 7, and I'm going to go through the ones that I have. So the first one is Nude Dip, because what would a Tom Ford collection be without Nude Dip? This is absolutely worth every bit of hype it gets, in my humble opinion. I love it so much. It looks so good on the eye. The reason I love Tom Ford quads, and I think that they are worth purchasing, especially if you find them at the price point that I find them for, I don't want to give away my secret. I mean, obviously it's Mercari, but that's the one seller that I don't want to give away. Call me selfish, but anyway. So yes, the reason that I love them so much is because, like I mentioned about the Rowan quads, aging-ish eyelids. I'm not trying to age myself, but that's just the reality. Their eyeshadows go on like butter, like just so smooth, and their shimmer wet to dry formula does not enhance any type of aging on your eyelid, and that's why I find them worth every penny. Okay, so this is actually what started my hunting for the Tom Ford quads. So this guy right here is Titanium Smoke. This was going to be my first Tom Ford quad because I wanted it for New Year's. Like, I knew that I wanted to do a smoky eye for New Year's, and I knew that it had to be with this quad because I had seen a look done by Sunbeam Jess years ago. She did a New Year's look with this quad, and I was like, I want that. I want that in my life. So I went on either the Tom Ford website or Beautylish or Sephora somewhere, and it was sold out everywhere. That's what it was. I looked on all three of those websites, and it was sold out. And then I was like, oh my God. So I looked it up, and it was discontinued. So I started my hunting. I like went ham, and I found this bad boy in a box, sealed, for 40 bucks. The day that I was searching and found out it was discontinued, I bought it for $40. I will wear that for New Year's every year until I literally cannot use it anymore. Okay, so then another classic is Coco Mirage, and I have Pan on this one, and it disappoints me to no end that they would redo this and call it Mink Mirage. Like, no, it's Coco Mirage. Bring it back. Silly. This one is Orchid Haze. I love this on brown eyes so much. I know that it looks like nothing, but I'm telling you, these quads are just done perfectly. Like the coloring, the shade selection in all of them is phenomenal. Okay, this is Noir Femme. So this is the one that I paid full price for. The reason that I did is because I thought it was limited edition. Never make that mistake, especially not with luxury products, because like I said, I was hunting for it half price, couldn't find it. It hadn't shown up on like resale apps and stuff like that yet. And I was like terrified that it was going to be discontinued. So I did pay full price for this one, and I regret it because now it's everywhere. And I found it too late for me to return it. So now I'm stuck with an $88 quad that I should have never spent that much money on. This one is Rose Seduction. This looks exactly like MAC Moth pressed pigment. Like identical. It is the same. I still love it though. I don't care. And then this one is Golden Mink. Another classic. Okay. So that's it. That is the rest of my eyeshadow inventory. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of my eyeshadows. If you watched them all, I really appreciate you. The next one will be cheek products, and I will probably just put them all in one video because I definitely do not have nearly the amount of cheek products as I do eyeshadow or really anything else. Eyeshadow is my obsession. I will probably always have too much. It is what it is. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! My clicker stopped working. Bye!